Haha, Allison wins.
Hello, everyone. How's
Hello,
everybody
everybody.
doing? Did you like our trivia?
What?
So fun. So fun seeing your answers. So much fun. Oh my gosh, I think we're going to try to do this every time because it's just fun.
Except Justin's gonna have to recuse himself. He just slayed the trivia.
Oh my gosh, we're waiting to catch up so we hear audio levels and all that
Yeah.
stuff. But
We're still a
how
little
is
behind
everybody
there.
doing?
Hope
I
everyone is well.
Everybody had a good week.
Yeah.
And has planning for a good week this week. It's a short week for a lot of people. A lot of people. Are we good?
We are good to go.
Good to go. We sound
Love
good.
it.
Blah, blah, blah.
Loving it.
Okay, so if you were wondering about the answers to the trivia, they were the following. Okay, so I have a list here. Our first official ship tour
Was the Allure of the Seas.
was the Allure of the Seas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was Allure of the Seas. The only cruise series that I did not have pink hair. Does anybody know that one? It was Celebrity. Yeah, that was a. I will not be doing blue again. If you notice, we did not have a number 3 because I can't count to 10.
Nope, it's not possible.
Yes. Which line have we sailed the most? That'd be NCL. We are platinum on NCL. Lots of points there. We've done a lot of cruises.
We beat NCL beat out one by one. I think we've done NCL 4 times for the channel.
For the channel and
yeah.
overall, we've
Overall,
also
it's like
done
been like 17
yeah,
times.
we've
It's
also
been out
done
of control.
In Junkanoo Beach, we ate coconuts, or we drank coconuts, or something like that. One of those things. In Gibraltar, we got a private tour from a monkey. He literally walked with us and gave us a tour.
He was on the fence. He looked at us, walked down the fence, looked at us, sat down, and was like, "Come on!"
Yeah,
and
like, "Let's go."
we followed him, and then he looked at us and stopped and walked away. I'm like, "That was the best."
In Grand Cayman, we went to the distillery. If you are in Grand Cayman, it is a great off the beaten path kind of tour. We love that. Everybody got the go-kart challenge. I won the go-kart challenge. So great. The islands that we did ATVs on, that was St. Martin and St. Kitts. And our 100th cruise vlog was Disney Magic Day 2.
Day 2. You got bonus if you were day 2.
Okay, so let's say hi
Hi,
to
Lucy.
everybody. Oh my gosh. Hi to everyone in here. Christian, Justin, Renee, David, Robert, Vanessa, Crazy Cat Traveler, my mom. Hello, Mom. Stephanie, Vanessa, Allison, and Madison.
Jeffrey,
I've run out of...
Allison, Christian, Stephanie, Michael, Lisa, Kathy, Carrie, Stephanie. Wow. Thank you so much for everybody.
Thank you so much for joining us, guys. It's Sundays with Sean and Steph. And we have to thank, we got a super chat while we were on the countdown.
Yes, we did.
So that was, who was that for? That was at the top.
Harrison Adler, thank you so much.
So while the countdown was going on, this was happening in our ear. So you did this, and this came on as well, and you missed that because we had the other thing going on. So thank you so much for your super chat.
Yes, thank you for your super chat, Harrison. That is awesome of you.
Definitely appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. So, hello to everyone. Hi, Madison. We love you. We love you so much. We love everybody. We love all you guys here. Thank you so much for joining us on Sunday, taking your time out. Okay. So, what is going on today? What are we doing today?
Well, we have some homework to catch up on.
We do have some homework.
So if you don't, if there's so much going on right now with us that we just thought we'd catch you up with what we just did last week and then prepare you for the onslaught that's coming this week. It is insanity.
So first of all,
no, we had a lot before. We have an insanity sauce amount of stuff coming this time.
If you missed it, we did release our Keukenhof Amsterdam Day. It's all the flowers. The links are in the description down there. We spent the half a day at the Keukenhof. It is, as you just saw, all of the little fun facts about this place. It's amazing. We just happened to be there at the right time. The tulips are only in bloom for 2 weeks a year, which is, I don't even know how we worked that out.
And the park's only open 6 weeks.
8 weeks.
8 weeks, sorry,
Yes,
8 weeks.
8 weeks.
So, but
It's
still,
just
that's not,
crazy
that's nothing to brag about.
That it made it, that we just worked out. I don't know. So if you've missed that episode, go ahead and check the links below. It's a fantastic episode. The flowers were so beautiful.
If you're like me, you're like, ooh, flowers aren't cool. I'm not watching no flowers. Put it in anonymous mode. I don't know what to tell you. It's actually a really good episode. For those of you who want to look at it from a different perspective, this park is only 4 acres shy of being the same exact size as Disneyland Park. That's huge. So that just shows you it's like a ridiculous amount of acreage of it's just mind-blowing. Everywhere you look are flowers, so you can appreciate it from maybe an engineering standpoint or something, but it is definitely worth the watch. It's very, very cool. I had fun, and the smells were insane.
Oh my gosh.
Our clothes smelled wonderful for like 6 weeks.
Okay.
It seems like longer than that.
We wore our clothes a lot. we didn't have a lot of clothes. Hello, Sheraton Sea.
What up, Sheraton
Hi,
Sea?
Cruise Genius. Hi, guys, just coming in.
YouTube, what up?
We appreciate you guys joining us today. So we did release the Keukenhof. We also released on Friday, which was just a couple days ago, we released Bruges or Bruges. I want to say thank you to Nurse Nancy for pointing out the fact that it is said both ways depending on where you are from. So it is pronounced Bruges and Bruges. So either way, which we said both ways in the episode. So check that out. I would have to say Amsterdam was an amazing place, but this place, Bruges, was just beautiful. It was quiet and small in this small little city where Amsterdam was like the opposite. It was busy and happening and things going around all the time. It was just really a pleasant place to just walk around, and it was very Storybook.
Yeah.
Storybook.
All these characters came to life out of the books. We fought dragons. It was insanity.
No, it was an amazing day. You have to go check it out. We also had our first Belgian chocolate and waffles.
Waffle baby. So Sharon at Sea just said she loved the waffles on a stick. It was awesome that someone decided to put them on a stick because it became a lot less messy and a lot more edible and mobile. So that was awesome. That was just the best ever. And I hate chocolate, and I had strawberry chocolate. And it was unreal. Unreal.
Oh, you guys are coming to Miami. Sharon Sea's coming to Miami already. Yay!
Woo! Awesome. Oh, that's right. That's so cool.
There may or may not be a meetup.
Well, okay. Well, just put it out there.
No, we're really
subtle, everybody. Subtlety is the theme today.
Really. Oh my gosh, so that's really exciting. Sharon at Sea is going on Symphony of the Seas, which is really, really cool. Yes, so Bruges. We'll say Bruges now. Bruges or Bruges. It was a fantastic episode. If you missed it, check the links down there. They're right down there. It was just a great day.
Probably my favorite of the three of this trip.
I would have to say it's my favorite too.
Yeah. The canal ride, the architecture.
A great day.
Mm.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Oh
my gosh. Thank you, Allison. Woo! And we love you. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh. Let's see if this one works now. Yay!
Yay!
It did work.
Woo!
Yes.
So, you can't trust technology wholeheartedly. I mean, so thank you so much,
much,
Allison. You rock.
Allison,
that is so great.
Madison.
Awesome. Madison, you rock.
Oh my gosh.
Michael says, "How can you hate chocolate, Sean?" You know what? I'm an anomaly.
Not big chocolate fans.
I'm just like super lactose intolerant. I got problems. So I cruise. I just got problems. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not a big. I don't really like. I have to crave it, and then sometimes I do crave it. But other than that, if I don't really like it. But the strawberry chocolate was really good.
I actually didn't eat desserts till we started this channel. Stephanie would be the only one who ate desserts. I only order it to get more footage, and then I kind of pick at it and stuff. But I'm not really a dessert kind of guy. So, it's.
That's true.
But I didn't get chocolate. I didn't buy and waste. I don't do that. I ate the whole waffle because it was awesome, and whatever. There's an upcoming episode where Steph shows you behind the scenes of when we do things like drink tastings, and I'm the one who has to clean it all up. So you can ask Justin that. He had a funny comment about that. So
coming up. Actually, listen, that leads into this. That leads into this week's vlogs.
Yeah, we have a lot coming up.
So we have a new aggressive schedule coming up for us. Aggressive for us, not for you. It's
Hi,
beneficial
NYC Rocks.
for you.
What up?
Hello, guys. Marilyn, hello. So we are releasing vlogs this week, day 6 and day 7. They will release on Tuesday and Friday, as they've been releasing since we started releasing our Ventura vlogs. Day 6 is the sea day, and day 7 is Guernsey. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that. Guernsey with a question mark.
Sure.
So they'll be releasing
That's right,
this
Derek.
week.
We all got promised, but cruising ain't one of them. That's for darn sure.
That's very, very true. So look for those on Tuesday and Friday. That's when they will start coming out on a regular until we run out, which won't be for a while because we have a bunch of Azura yet to go.
Oh my gosh, we have so much. We have so much coming out.
We do have some new stuff. So we're talking about aggressive schedule. We have new shows coming out for you guys.
And some people in this chat have already seen them. They've already got a sneak preview. Yes. So there are people in the room right now who have seen the stuff that's about to come out. So
the first thing that we will have come out this will be a weekly series. It's going to be on Wednesdays. It's going to be the 5 things we love about ... So we'll release our first episode on Wednesday. I just said Wednesday. And it's going to be the 5 things we love about Royal Caribbean. So Royal Caribbean Cruise Line, which is pretty cool. We're really excited about that. And so look for that Wednesday. That is that one. And then, to top it off, we will be doing on Fridays, we'll be reviewing cruise ships. Now, we've been used to do our cruise ship reviews live on here, But since we're doing the Sundays, every Sunday live talk to you, we're answering all your questions. So we decided to keep our cruise reviews a little bit more formal and structured. So they will be coming out. They'll be
But of course, if you have any questions, you can always ask us. Yeah, yeah.
Because we're always here to answer questions. And we do that anyway with Sundays with Sean and Stef, which I need to put this thing up there. I forgot.
There we go.
So we will be releasing on Fridays cruise ship review videos, and the first one will be released this Friday, and it will be the P&O Ventura.
I got to get cracking.
I have a lot to do.
Yeah. Wow. Why am I busy on a live stream right now? I need to be editing.
Okay, so we're all caught up now. The only day we're missing right now is Friday and Monday. So on Mondays we'll be doing specialty videos. And this Monday, that's tomorrow, we have an amazing specialty video, and it's this.
And this one's done. Yeah, this one's complete.
It is this. You'll get a little sneak peek here. You won't be able to hear it.
No, you won't be able to hear it.
We did have a big channel milestone.
Yes, we did hit a milestone while we were in Europe mode. We didn't even talk about it really. There was a little blog post, but most of you probably don't even know we have a blog, so we don't really talk about it. But we hit a huge milestone. What was it?
We have it. We've officially done 100 cruise vlogs, which is 100 days at sea, which we're past that now. We do one cruise vlog for every day at sea, so we've been at sea 100 days. So we wanted to celebrate that, and we celebrated that by going through every
all of our sailings,
and then we gave our favorite,
our little highlights,
highlight review, or for each
our
of us,
favorite moments.
Yeah. So it's fun. That will come out tomorrow, and so we've got this week coming up. You've got video on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
And let's just take a second. Let's just take a second and absorb what you just said. Last year, between February of last year and right this second, we traveled over 100 days. That was our goal. Our goal has always been to work as hard as we can, to travel as much as we can. It was that simple. And we were able to basically do almost a third of our year at sea. And that was pretty cool. So thank you, everybody, for watching our stuff. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for talking about us. Thank you for everything.
Everything.
Oh my gosh. Hugs so just thank you. Big hugs to everybody. It's just a weird thing to look back and go, wow, we really do have over 100 cruise logs. Right now, we're closer to 120 now that we're wrapping up. I mean, we just wrapped up Ventura, and I just finished cutting day 2 of Azura and on day 3. So when Azura is done, we'll be over 120. So pretty wild, pretty wild.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, thank you, Heather. Thank you. You are awesome.
The computer hasn't caught up to us. Heather, thank you so much for your super chat. Thank you. I bet now. There it is. Look, we caught up to the computer. Caught up. Thank you so much. We appreciate everything. We appreciate your support. Like Sean was just saying, we couldn't have 100 cruise vlogs have you guys.
Yeah, if nobody was watching them, we wouldn't have 100. We'd have 1. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Crazy Cat Traveler says, do you sleep? I don't. Stephanie does. I don't sleep very well. I never have. So I'm just kind of always up tweaking, editing, tweaking edits, tweaking
But we do
footage,
work very
websites.
long days.
Yeah, we have a side business, or not a side business. This would be our side business. We have our own production company right here. It's upside down. It's called Rampant Design. And we make stuff for people who make video. Anybody who, like, you name it, like of your kid's soccer match all the way to a feature film and back, TV shows, you name it. We make stuff for that. And so that's a full-time gig in and of itself. And then we're trying to really make this channel a priority for ourselves. And so we figure if we're going to put this kind of effort into our channel, we might as well really put our whole effort into it. And so we actually have 2 full production calendars hanging on the wall. Stephanie loves to be organized. You saw her travel Bibles. Well, can you imagine what work Bibles look like? She has these massive calendars on the walls, and one is one job and one is the other. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, we have to be organized because last night we finished at 9:30 at night. We started at like 8 o'clock in the morning and finished at 9:30 at night. So it's just what we do. It's what we enjoy. We really enjoy doing this. We enjoy making videos. So we're kind of cranking it up a bit just to keep going because we really want to keep our channel going. So we're really excited about that. And
Justin says, make sure that you watch Ventura Day 7.
That's our Guernsey episode, our Guernsey ? Episode. That comes out on Friday. So yeah, it's a fun one to watch. So yes, so that is where we are as far as all of our homework and everything that's going on this week. We're going to hopefully be able to tell you guys every week what we're doing, what's happened the past week, and then what's coming up the following week. So that's what we're doing. So now it's your turn.
Jeffrey Pooler says, what is our next ship and or where is your schedule posted?
We didn't post that up there. Yeah, let's throw that up there.
I will do that. I'll throw that one up there. No problem.
So our next ship is going to be the Harmony of the Seas.
Can't wait.
And that is going to be August 11th.
Maybe.
But you can find our schedule on seanandstefirl.blog.
It's all the way over on the right-hand side. Scroll down there. It says sail with us, and it shows you the next 3 or 5 sailings.
Yeah. So it's over there. After that, we have MSC, I said Seaside, Meraviglia will be here.
And then the Seaside.
Then we're doing the Seaside, yes.
Yeah, more MSC.
2 MSC trips coming up in a row. We're excited about that too. I think the dates are wrong for those.
Probably. Most likely.
For the MSC, but I do know that the Harmony one is correct. So I should fix that now. Yes. I'm going to do that now while we're on here.
Christopher Thomas says, what did you like about the RCL cruises? Well, we actually have a video coming out about that, but I'll talk a little bit about it. Music's been a big part of my life for my entire life, and the quality of musicianship, the quality of the performers and the talent on Royal are just mind-blowing. And so much so that they actually put up the resumes of the performers. The divers, everybody gets their resumes put up, and these people have an insane amount of talent and huge work experience. So the amount of talent, musicianship, everything, just the quality of stuff. I think I can boil it down to this. Royal does things the Royal way, and they let you know it's unattainable for everybody else. I'm not saying that they're the best. I'm saying that they're the best at what they do. And so that's why we like them so much. The specialty dining was insane. The entertainment's insane. So if you're really into like the next generation of what a theme park would be, with much better entertainment, much better food, and just tons of stuff to do while traveling and seeing ports, I think Royal is definitely for you.
Definitely have to watch 5 things.
Yeah, you'll definitely. But we go into much more detail in it on, was it Tuesday?
Wednesday.
Where it's 5 things we love about. I don't know the schedule. I just work here. Come on.
And Robbie, we do fly into. I'm gonna send that up there.
Ooh.
So that's just fun. We will on MSC Meraviglia. We do fly into NYC to New York. Right now, we are debating on. This is our big debate as far as what we should do. We are trying to push flying in same day, just to save some money. But we're kind of.
But if we can work it out, we can hang out with Robbie for a day. So we're trying to figure it out. But as you all know, New York City is expensive.
Yeah, we're trying to save that hotel cost, but we are a little nervous about flying in same day. So I'm flip-flopping. I might do it. I might not do it. I might just. I don't know.
Here's an excellent question.
Yes. Let's get it up
Jay
there.
Dazzler says, how does P&O compare to Carnival? Well, P&O is a Carnival company, so it's still very much in the Carnival universe of doing things. But if I had to make a direct comparison, if you were on any princess ship like, I don't know, Carnival or what is it, the Caribbean Princess or the Royal Princess, and I just picked you up and dropped you on Azura or Ventura, you would feel very much at home. So in my mind, if you've sailed Princess, you've sailed P&O, almost identical in the ship layouts, in the food types, everything. It's just very much the same.
It doesn't have the activity level as Carnival does. It's a lot calmer. It's much very calmer. Princess. So it's very
I mean that about Princess in every way. The room, the food, the caliber of drinks, the standard offerings in terms of things like trivia and whatnot, but nothing special, nothing outside of that. There's nothing, I mean, except for like a knitting circle. I've never seen a knitting circle at sea, and I did see one on Ventura. So what you call knit and natter or something like that?
Knit and natter.
Yeah, so.
I've never seen a knitting.
Oh, and yes, we have to see NYC Rock. Sorry, just the comment just came back up. We got to do an extra day in New York City. We got to do an extra day in New York City.
All right, so it's been solved.
And we don't. And Jeffrey says same day is risky. We don't do same day. It's like. She's like a pod person. We've never done same day ever. We don't do same day flying Miami to Orlando.
I'm trying to save some bucks. I'm just trying to that's an excursion.
It is an excursion.
If you don't do a hotel room, you can do an excursion. So I've been trying to, but I know it's very, very risky. So that's been settled. We will not fly in same day. We'll get to meet some people, and let's just do that. Sound good?
Sounds great. Sounds grand.
Okay. You should try out Princess. It is a great ship. It's beautiful, and it's calmer. Everything's just a calm atmosphere, and that's, sometimes that's very nice just to sort of relax and get out of the hustle bustle of life, which is very great. All right. What do we got here? We're trying not to miss anybody. Yeah, I always do same day. I know, Allison. Yeah. It's
same day is nerve wracking. It's just nerve wracking. We've been in so much trouble doing on our business. We travel a lot, and there's been so many problems with same day. We've been stranded in Atlanta many times. We've been stranded in Chicago just because the same day thing is really scary. Even with direct flights and whatnot.
Sorry, I was just trying to see the rest of the camera.
It did not come up.
So you guys are on the. You're switching from Allure of the Seas to
Seaside due to Allure's issues. Oh, yeah. So, well, in all fairness, let's talk about the Allure issues for a second. I know they have there's something wrong with an azopod or something. Truth be told, that happens to these ships a lot. And a lot of the ships you're sailing on, even the newer ones, are operating with, without an engine or with thrusters missing or whatever. But the side thrusters, I guess, are obviously very important to dock in certain docks, especially. So they can't hit certain itineraries like San Juan. Or I believe it's San Juan. I haven't been super caught up on the Allure thing because I haven't seen the sun in like 2 weeks. So I do know that there's a problem with thrusters. I do want to say though that there's so many ships currently operating that you're probably on or have sailed on that have those very same problems. So it's kind of common. Just like airplanes, there's things you're allowed to sail with and there's things you're not allowed to sail with. On airplanes, there are things you're allowed to fly with and things you're not allowed to fly with. So same. You're not going to be sad. The Seaside is a wonderful ship. I don't think I would be upset switching from Allure to Seaside. Would you? Would you be upset from switching from Allure to Seaside?
I would not. No, both would be great ships. They are different.
Yeah.
You aren't going to get the Royal Caribbean entertainment and all that stuff that comes with Royal Caribbean. The Seaside is just different. But you will have the best Italian that you will ever have.
Oh yeah.
Italian everything, coffee, and
really cool crew too. Really cool crew.
And the crew is amazing. We just wrapped on our 5 things we love about MSC cruises, and those are one of the 2 things that we love. So, but you will love it.
And Dominic has a good point talking about the same day. If you're going to do same day, at least go through the cruise line. So some kind of an insurance policy. That's a really great comment.
You can also get insurance through your credit cards as well. I just found that out. So I didn't only on some, but I just realized that and didn't know that. Yeah, there's a lot of people that do. I know same day flights. A lot of people do them. It's just it's kind of your stress level, I think, is where it goes. Do you want to, if you have a low stress level and it doesn't bother you to sail out same day as you fly in, then you're good to go. But we run a little bit on the high strung side, so we try not to make it so that we're that part. I don't want to be like sweating like every single pound of water that I have out of me in the first.
Steph always overstresses. She prepares for the worst. And when I mean the worst, I mean like nuclear holocaust, like what if, So it's always like crazy until it's not. Allison has a good question.
Oh, you did. We're going to send it.
It says, do you think the Yacht Club is a must for MSC? I'm going to say yes, and the same with Haven and Norwegian.
Yes.
And no. What?
Yeah, because we're not doing Yacht Club on Maravilha.
You said that's not what she asked. She asked, is it a must?
Right. We're not doing it on Maravilha.
It's still a must.
It's a must.
Anyway, my opinion would be that the Yacht Club is so awesome that if we could afford it, I would do it on every ship.
Yes.
So I'm going to go ahead and say it's a must. It's not going to stop me from sailing. Just like when we sailed on Bliss, we went from sailing the Haven 900 times to sleeping right underneath the engines. We still went on the Bliss. Same with MSC. I would just prefer Yacht Club and Haven always if given the option.
Okay, so everybody would prefer to have.
Right, that was the question. Must being the operative word.
You don't have to sail in the Yacht Club. We are not. So we just changed.
We're vloggers. We sail underneath the ship if we have to.
Here's me trying to, if I'm trying to worry about same day flying in, we changed out of the Yacht Club for our Maravilha trip. We were in the Yacht Club.
We were
on a trip from New York to oh my gosh,
up north.
No, up north. So New England, Canada. We got rid of that. We switched it to the reposition from New York to Miami. It's a longer cruise. We get to cover the entire southern half of the Caribbean, which we've never seen before. And we switched to an inside cabin with a Fantastica package. So we switched from our Yacht Club to Fantastica so that we could do more shore excursions, so we can have more for our videos. Yes. So there's
always a fine balance.
Yeah, we're trying to.
Let's just pull the rabbit out of the hat. We're not rich, everybody.
We're not rich.
So if we
we
were,
have to finagle the bills to make it work.
I would love to be a trust fund baby. I'd love to just be like. Cruise life, baby, but it's not like that. So we made the proper decision and removed ourselves from the Yacht Club on the Maravilha.
About actually $2,000. Yeah. So we can take that $2,000 now and go do stuff.
So Sharon at Sea just pulled the cat out of the bag. So now we can talk about it. Yes, we are going to get to see Sharon at Sea and the rest of the Sharon at Sea crew. Cannot wait. Yes. Cannot wait. It's going to be so cool. And I believe A&G are coming. Am I allowed to say that? I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not. I think they're going to be there. I don't know. So I don't know what I'm allowed to say. I don't know. Again, I just work here, and I haven't seen the sun in like 3 weeks.
Yes. So Allison, I hope we answered your question. Yacht Club is fantastic if you can afford it.
If the question is, can you enjoy Norwegian or MSC without being in the upper crust stuff? Absolutely. You can always have fun. We totally have fun hanging out in the vlogger cabins. For us, we're never in the cabin, so it's almost a waste. But it's just kind of neat to have everybody know your name when you walk in, and just the special treatment. It just makes you feel special. You're like, wow,
it's nice to feel like a princess, and
yes, it's nice to feel. You know what? It's nice to feel like a
everything.
princess. That's exactly right. Yeah.
Don't you like feeling like a princess?
Thanks. No, it's serious. Seriously, it's wonderful, but you can totally have a great time. Look, I'm going to spend the whole time in the promenade on Meraviglia anyway.
Oh,
so, it doesn't matter.
The ceiling.
Send my mail here. That's where I live now.
We're just going to sit there and we're going to sit right. This is going to be our table. I'm going to put a sign on it. Don't sit here. This is our table.
We're just going to put the vlogger table.
This is our table. Oh my gosh.
You must vlog this much to sit here, okay?
Allison, it's an expensive endeavor.
Oh my goodness. We've not gotten a warning here.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Christian, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Christian.
Oh, that is awesome of you, Christian. Thank you.
Do we have this now? Yay, there it is.
Can never trust the technology. Always got to be afraid.
Oh
thank
my gosh.
You, Christian.
Thank
You're
you
awesome.
so much. You guys are awesome. Amazing. So hopefully that answered your question, Allison. So yeah, we did change from, because oh my gosh, there it goes up again.
Nothing's coming up. It's a ghost.
Woo!
Woo! Thanks, ghost. I don't know if someone just did it. I have no idea who it is. It's not saying. Oh no.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Here's to the ghost.
Ghosts. Thanks, ghost. Oh, I feel bad if someone really did. I apologize if someone did. We have not gotten the warning.
Thing, so.
Oh.
Thank you guys so much for your super chats. Oh, it's amazing. You guys are just so amazing.
So Stephanie has a good comment. She said, "I love interior cabins. My husband is balcony obsessed. He gets his way sometimes, but mostly I do." We feel the same way. If we could swing a balcony all the time, we would. But if we sailed 10 times in a year, we take all of that. And if we were to take balcony money from 10 sailings and apply it to interiors, we could probably get almost another 2 or 3 sailings out of that.
Yes,
so that's the only reason we do it. We would absolutely be like sweet life all the way if we could afford it. But again, that doesn't happen. I have to start selling cats or kidneys or both. That could be an episode: cats and kidneys.
We have to. We want to produce like the best vlogs, and so for us to do these excursions. So when we first started cruising, we didn't do any excursions. We just really enjoyed the ships, and that's what we paid for. So we'd walk around and we'd go out, but now we want to do things and see things, and that takes money. So we try to save money wherever we can, and that puts us in the interior cabins.
Yes. So Jeffrey has a good comment.
Yes.
He says, on Memorial Day, are there any ships that do anything to pay tribute to the men and women of the United States military who have paid the ultimate sacrifice for our country? I know for a fact that many Carnival ships, if not all Carnival ships, do, and I'm aware that several Royal do. Not every ship is calling us, letting us know this, but from what I'm reading on LinkedIn and Facebook, it's absolutely happening. So yes, there are definitely lines, and I'm pretty sure.
Happy Memorial Day!
Yeah, Happy Memorial Day, everyone.
We've never sailed on Memorial Day. That's one we've sailed on a lot of holidays, but that is one holiday we have not done. It's
Stephanie. Interior cabins equal more cruises. That's right. The goal is to just sail as much. If we could live on a ship, we would absolutely. Just got to figure out the whole business and cats thing. If Captain Kate can do it, we can too. Times 4, and we're not captains. What up? Interior cabin, 4 cats, 1 litter box.
We can do
Who
it.
wins?
All right. Jay Dazzler, our next cruise is going to be on Harmony of the Seas. So it will be Allure. Science, that's a good one.
Science. Popping up with a good question. Okay.
Least favorite. Ooh, that's
so Science says, would you sail the MSC Bellissima? I would chop my left arm off to sail on the MSC Bellissima, so yes. And what was your least favorite thing about Ventura? And you used my favorite spelling of favorite.
Yes.
So, okay. As with all cruise ships, my absolute least favorite thing are the people. And I don't mean Brits. I mean just people in general. Just like all cruise ships, people can ruin everything. And there were a couple of inconsiderate jerks who really tried to put the hurt on. We don't let that happen, but they absolutely tried and try to make it worse. I will say this, and I don't know how to put this delicately, but in terms of all the cruises we've been on, it's the least friendly crew. Now, we did make personal friends with individual crew members who were very nice and kind once we got to know them. But by far and in general, the crew are very standoffish. And I don't know if that's because of the region. I don't know because all the crew is the same. They're from all the same places that they're on every other ship. So I don't know what it is. But for whatever reason, the 2 biggest issues for me on the Ventura were, 1, there were some legitimately rude people just doing things they shouldn't be doing, running down stairwells, pushing, shoving, kind of things like that. Really out of place for the rest of the group of people who were there. Is just, there's just a few inconsiderate people.
It's always jerks.
Yeah, people closing doors on elevators, stuff like that. And then, of course, the like I said,
I think that's for me. That's my least favorite thing. Was like the crew. The crew was just not nice.
I mean,
They
on
were
Ventura, they
not
looked like they were
nice.
battered. They looked pretty beat up on Ventura, and
They didn't want to serve you. Like if you were sitting in a bar, they would just look over top of your head, and you're like, you could be doing like juggling and jumping up and down, and they just look right past you.
yeah,
It
and then
didn't matter.
that started encouraging bad behavior. We're both from the service industry, and I do not want you clapping, snapping, or stomping a card on a table at me personally. I don't need this at me. I don't need pounding on the table, and I don't need banging the cards. But lo and behold, that's what you were getting, because literally the crew, I could be like right next to Stephanie right here, and Stephanie could be waving me down, and if I'm the crew member, I'm just going like this. They were just not happy.
Straight over your head.
And at the same time, they rolled out this new POS system, these tablets, and they were working flawlessly on Azura, but on Ventura they just got them,
That's
and
point of
nothing
sale,
works.
by
Point
the
of sale.
way.
It's just an
You don't know what
iPad
that is.
that
It's
you
not
can
the
place your
other
order.
POS.
Well, it was a POS because it didn't work. You know what I'm saying?
true.
But anyway, they were having a nightmare, and so they were so frustrated that they started lying. And there was a night where we went to one of the venues. Was it Manhattan?
The Havana.
The Havana, sorry, I'm getting them transposed. The Havana, sat down, ordered drinks, and the guy spent 10 minutes trying to figure out how to get the drink, and then just came up to me and said that those drinks aren't available. They're on the menu. And so we ordered a second round of drinks. He said those aren't available. So frustrating. We were like, well, can you tell me what drinks are available? He found that to be incredibly rude, even though that we weren't trying to be rude. So we just kind of like avoided that situation. I got up and walked to the bar, and 2 minutes later, I came back with the very drinks that we wanted initially. And then the guy ignored me the rest of the night. So things like that, I don't blame anything or anyone. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen every time once they get the POS systems
we had
working.
fantastic service on Azura.
Yeah, the service on Zero was fantastic.
I don't know if
yeah.
it was.
I just
a lot
think
of cruise
it was
lines
a
are
holiday
cruise-
week too.
It was Easter.
Yeah, so I think the crew was getting beat up. I really do, because
Yeah.
the general vibe of the crew was like, literally, we hope some people just start falling overboard. It was just kind of like a, yeah.
It was unpleasant. But
Yeah.
it doesn't bother us because we don't really have, especially on that cruise, we didn't have a lot of interaction with the crew itself. It was just at dinner and evening drinks. And, when you just want to be served and they're all walking around, they're there, they're looking straight past you. Like,
Yeah.
I can't be
Like you're a
bothered
ghost.
to work,
Yeah.
get you something. Or
And the
work
weird
for
thing
you.
is, and I don't really want to get into this as a topic, but I'm going to just touch on it a little bit. I tip. I'm from the service industry, so I always tip people who help me out. You help me, I help you out. It's not a big deal. It's just, a couple bucks around. I'm not, again, not wealthy, but I actually got yelled at and scolded for attempting to tip. Wasn't my fault. They actually have a thing on the receipt that says gratuity with a line. He's like, no, that's old paper or whatever. But and then I try to hand cash, and they're like, yo, no. So that's different, because on any other cruise ship, that would have never gone down that way. So just putting that out there. There was a general nasty vibe, and I think the crew was just getting beat up between the new technology and the fact that it was Thanksgiving, and it was probably 85
Thanksgiving's Easter.
or Easter. Well, they acted like Thanksgiving, and it was 85% new cruisers, right?
Yes. All right, Tabitha, you have a great
Sorry,
question.
it felt like Thanksgiving.
It did. Christmas, I just lost the question. Christmas seems to be start again. Christmas seems by far the most expensive holiday to cruise through. Is it worth the rates? So, higher rates. So here's what I would say to that. First of all, most cruise ships decorate for the entire month of December.
Yes.
So
Because of that reason.
Well, they also want to get it done, and you don't want to decorate for a week and then have to take it all down. So they stay. I think we've seen Halloween, and we've seen Thanksgiving, and we've seen Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Thanksgiving, they did only decorate for the day, but that is only a U.S. holiday, so that's probably why. But Christmas was decorated. We went on the Bliss the second week of December, and it was all decorated.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I have found from a little bit of research that the first 2 weeks of December are typically very low cost. We got on the Norwegian Bliss at like 75% off of its normal rate.
Yeah, our base cruise was $1,200.
Sorry. So look at those 2 weeks of December. Now, of course, if you go on Christmas or New Year's, you're definitely going to pay at a higher rate because of that, because they do different activities. But if you want the decorations and you want to feel like a special Christmas cruise, those 2 weeks at the beginning of December are kind of a good alternative. So that's that. Sorry, somebody was Jay Dazzler. Our next new cruise line, our next new, if you want to say new, Meraviglia will be the first time it's ever seen the United States. So that's first new here. But our very first new cruise line is going to be the Carnival Mardi Gras next October, 2020. So as far as right now, we have 2 cruises planned for next year, and that's it. And that's one of them. And then we'll be on the Seaside in February.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes. All right.
Jeffrey has a cool question. You want to talk about?
Yes.
All right. So Jeffrey says, as a new creator, I noticed people who are looking at me like I was from another planet. How do you guys deal with the heckles? I've had some pretty weird interactions, but I've never been heckled. So I guess I have to ask what was happening during the time. A couple things that we follow by, and this has nothing to do with anybody else. We don't speak for any other creator. This is just how we roll. Stephanie is a lot less obvious with her camera than I am with her camera. So she carries the camera 99 times out of 100. Also, if there's people involved, she rotates the camera away. We don't shoot kids, and we try to avoid shooting people. I know that sounds strange, but you know what? There are some people who will call you out, like, why are you shooting me, right? Don't, so
like, this is the camera. They
yeah.
stare,
Yeah. There's also been some creators who've been aggressive, and I can't stress this enough. Unless you're there on the behest of the cruise line, you're still a guest and have to follow guest rules. So I don't recommend putting cameras in cruise faces. I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying I've been reading a lot of things on LinkedIn, and this is making lives of creators more difficult. Be respectful of who you're shooting and how. If someone feels like, if a crew member doesn't want to be on camera, don't put them on camera. You know, and just make friends. You'd be surprised how quickly, like at the bar, every bartender that we've ever met, after a drink or two and a tip or two, we start talking and being friends and talking about where they're from and how we have friends in that same region. Then they start asking questions about the camera, and then before you know it, they're bringing crew members to you to put on camera. So, if, in my humble opinion, instead of running around putting cameras in people's faces all the time, just be respectful of the environment. And again, I am not saying, I don't know anything about your video. I'm not accusing you of this at all. I'm just trying to give you helpful advice, because we do have fellow friends who feel like they're being stared at or heckled. The worst thing that's ever happened to me, which is pretty gnarly, is a lady came up to me and jokingly asked me if I was a terrorist, and then said something stupid like, "You have to tell me because I asked." I'm like, right.
And that is coupled with the fact, if you weren't familiar with this, the TSA came out.
Said anyone with a
couple
camera
months ago.
Yeah.
Was actually in summer of last year, that anyone with a camera at an airport is a terrorist. Tell us. That's not really what it said, but that's what people heard. It really was, if you see somebody doing something, you know, suspicious, and then notify us. But it came across that if you see somebody with a camera, they're a terrorist and you need to tell us. So that didn't last for very long. But when that came out, we went on the Celebrity Equinox the exact same week that happened. So we did get called terrorists, and that was not fun.
So there's a couple things. You know what? If you act suspicious, you will be treated as someone acting suspicious. We've worked for the biggest companies on the planet. We know how corporations work. We have business cards. We have our I's dotted and our T's crossed.
Business cards are a big one.
And everybody that we sail with is well aware that we're on the ship. Whether they work with us or not, they know we're on the ship before we get on. So that's just how it is. We handle ourselves. We have an online business, and we conduct our YouTube channel as such, as the same manner that we conduct our regular business. We don't want surprises. Nobody likes surprises. And 99 times out of 100, if you're just upfront and honest about who you are and what you're doing, nobody cares. That being said, if you start causing drama, or, you know, doing fake slip and falls, or damaging property or whatever, or, you know, slandering the company, there's all kinds of things you got to be wary of, right? So, and all those things have happened very recently to other people. So my humble suggestion is, if someone's heckling you, just kind of walk away or shrug it off. Don't get involved. Don't heckle back. You know, the last thing you want to do is have the crew go, well, the guy was yelling at me back, and, you know, you don't want to make a scene. You're there to tell a story, right? Who's saying
Bye,
that?
Tony.
Oh, bye, Tony. So yeah, that's about it. I just think that if someone's heckling you,
people are going to stare.
Yeah, we get heckled online a lot, but in person, no.
People are going to stare. They're going to look at you. Be respectful of children, because
we don't shoot people's kids.
Children at all.
No.
We also don't. We try not to shoot people. If you notice, we're up super early to do ship tours, because we don't want to get people in the pools. We're respectful of bodies, and we don't want to shame anybody online. We just try to be. You have to keep all of that in your head while you're, you know, still trying to get your shots and get what you need to get. And tell your story.
You don't know what the person on the other side of your camera, who you're inadvertently shooting, you don't know what their story is. And we've run into people who are very upset, thinking that we shot them, and we've proved to them that we're not shooting them. We're not even recording. Camera's not even on, but we're not about to power down the rig. It becomes infinitely more difficult to carry the rig when it's not powered. So it's easier just to walk around. That way Stephanie can go flick and, you know, fire when necessary. So
yeah, we've got into a rhythm of how to, like, so all of our stuff's on a gimbal. So I've gotten really good at turning the camera really fast to avoid any kind of direct camera to person interaction. You can tell we've done this long enough that you get a vibe from people. And a lot of people just ask you, what are you doing? What do you do?
I can't
Why
stress
do you have a camera?
I can't stress this enough. If someone looks at you and you act like, oh my God, you act like you're filming because you're casing the place, then you're gonna open yourself up to a world full of questions. And if you don't, you know, have the right answers, they can ask you to stop filming. They could, you know, they can Not that they're going to necessarily, but I've seen some people get detained and questioned because of what they're doing, and it's not proper. And then, of course, that transcends to anyone else with a camera.
If you see security, don't run away from them.
Oof. If
Talk
security
to
comes
them.
towards you and you do this,
Yeah, don't run, because that's bad.
small ship, can't go anywhere.
We especially with our business cards. I wish we had some. They're really cute. I think they're on the shelf over there on top of the. Oh, you have one. So we have business cards. So whenever we talk to somebody, we're always like, here's a business card. Here's what we do. We're not doing anything nefarious. We're not trying to, we're just making stories, and that's what we do. So these are our business cards. They have.
How can you get mad at somebody with, these graphics here? I mean, you can't.
They're just fun. So yeah, we just try to be,
we're just open and honest. That's all.
Yeah.
And we also have several copies of our episodes on our phones, and we've had officers come and say, "I'd like to see what you all do," and we put it up, and he ended up putting it was on a Norwegian ship. He ended up asking the bartender to pull out his USB speaker, and they listened to the show because they liked the music. So they sat there and didn't they watch the whole episode?
Yeah.
That was awesome. So yeah.
Yeah, and Sharon at Sea is correct. We always have a lot of people ask us what we're doing, and usually it's cool. You will have a few people that
Totally,
are
Sharon.
not cool with it. We've had a few times it's been nothing bad, but it's just been one of those things where we have to explain things. We're not shooting you. You're not on camera. The show's called Sean and Stef, not Sean and Stef and you, kind of a thing. So we try to be nice and pleasant, and I think that's the key to, getting by in the vlogging world. When you're vlogging in public, I guess it should be public space. So I think Robbie said he got a new camera. I think I saw.
Yeah, he got a Pocket
somewhere.
Osmo. That's awesome.
Ooh.
Love that. We took that all over Europe. You'll love it, Robbie. It'll take you 10 seconds to figure it out. It's
Such a good
really
camera.
great camera. I loved it. And oh, do I have it? Do I have one on me? Oh, Robbie, if you can get one in time. Oh, I must find one. Hold on. Vamp.
I'll just dance. 'Cause I don't know what to say. I'll say, so let's find out what's going on. Vamp. Not a very good vamper. All right, let's see. Okay.
So, Robbie.
And we're back.
And I think I showed you this when we met with you on the Escape, but this right here is an Anchor battery, and it's designed to charge your iPhone. It will power and charge the Pocket Osmo the entire time. We never once ran out of power. As a matter of fact, the Osmo came home at the end of every port day fully charged, so that was crazy. And this is the same battery that I used to power our time lapse for the GoPros. These things last forever. Of course, yeah. This one still has battery life in it, but so yeah. These little Anchor batteries are like $20 to $30, and they last forever. And we were able to power the Osmo all day long. Never once lost
keep
power.
That in your pocket. You have a cable, but it doesn't matter. Just keep that. I kept so on our ATVs, I would keep the charger in my pocket and have the cord up, and then just record everything. And it was I prove Sean's got.
It's the Stef show. It would be so much more successful if that was the case.
Boring if it was just me.
No, seriously, it'd be way more interesting.
It just made me laughing a lot. That's all I do.
Oh, I'm sorry that you returned the Pocket Osmo, Michael. I don't know what was wrong with it. I think they've just fixed it too. The one annoying thing was the beeping. I always end up hitting record during like the quietest sentence. I'd hate to do that during like a wedding. Like, do you take this beep beep? I'm like, oh man, that's embarrassing. So I think they got rid of that, but that's the only thing that annoyed me about the Pocket Osmo.
All right, Science, you have a question of which do you prefer, MSC Seaside or Seaview?
We've not been on the Seaview, but we've watched Ben and David's video on it.
Yes. So we have never been on the Seaview. We've been on the Seaside. I think it depends on what you're looking for as far as who's going to be on the cruise with you. So Seaview at the present moment leaves out of South America. So you're going to have that is going to be your guest base. Seaside leaves out of Miami. So you're going to have that guest base. And it does affect the way your cruise is and how your cruise is acting and treating and all that stuff. So the guests on there do affect it. So just keep that in mind. But we have not been on Seaview, but Cruise with Ben and David have, so you can check out their videos if you would like to see their take. And then you can watch Seaside and see our take. So
Stephanie Abbott wants to know what kind of vlogging camera should she get if she wanted to start vlogging. And Michael Beaver, we have like a 9-foot cable. So we can go in the backpack, can go in a pocket, can go in a jacket. You can run it through a sleeve.
Yeah. That is a good question for...
It depends on the kind of vlog stories you want to tell, I think. If I would definitely get something with built-in stabilization at the very minimum.
The Pocket Osmo.
The Pocket Osmo is great because actually the built-in microphone's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Actually, the new
the
DJI
new action cam,
the Osmo Action or Action Osmo, whatever it's called.
But we don't know what the audio sounds like.
The audio tests I've heard online are
Pretty
really,
good?
really good without a microphone. It doesn't have a mic jack. I think you have to do like a mini USB jack whatever the case is there. But the onboard microphone is really good and it's stable. But I mean, the Pocket Osmo does a really good job. I will tell you this. We shot our entire Southampton day, which is going to be day 8, with the Pocket Osmo, audio, everything. We didn't have a microphone.
Justin's seen it, yep.
We actually took speaking of getting heckled in public. So when we go in a place like shopping centers, shopping malls, we do not take our big gimbal.
You don't rock the GH5.
We're not, because we're not casing the place, trying to steal anything. So we do take our little Pocket Osmo in, and we did Southampton Day the entire day. So wait for that to come out. And then if you like the way that looks and sounds and everything else, you don't need anything else. It does a selfie mode. It's a gimbal. It's super small. Do you have that, little guy?
We have the Pocket Osmo. We don't have the new one, but we have the Pocket Osmo.
No, the little Pocket Osmo.
Once again, disappeared. Bam.
Oof. It's so tiny. It's the best camera. It's really, really good. It does some great, some pano shots. Robbie just said, you just get some really nice moves. And I thought the audio was fantastic. Like I said, the entire day was shot on that camera from when we went out. So that was a really good. All right, Lori, the passport. Here it is. Look how little this guy is. He's so small.
And that's powered up.
It's so small. So little. Yeah. It has a little screen on the
back.
And
it shoots 4K 60, and that's all I care about. So life is good. It's a little heavy on the contrast side. It's probably a Sony sensor. It feels like a Sony sensor. So if you're not into contrast, just drop your contrast 25, 30%. You'll be good to go.
Yeah, little guy.
It's got this really cool camera on screen on the front, so you can see what you're shooting. It's great for selfies. It's really good. So
Laurie, going back to what you said, the passport was interesting. We got our passports confiscated because we were not EU members, European Union members, but it was actually pretty easy. We had a port that needed, so in Ventura, we had a port that we needed our passport. We just went to the front desk, asked them for our passport, we took it, and that was it. On Azura, when we were in Norway, we were not allowed to have our passports, but we could use our driver's license to get on and off the ship, and then we got our passport back the last day of the cruise.
Yep, so it's all port specific.
Yes, that was easy. Okay, so any plans on cruising in Alaska or the Panama Canal?
Not at this time. I mean, I'd love to do Panama Canal, but not at this time. Alaska is so much, to do Alaska the way we want to do it with excursions and whatnot, you're talking double the cost of a typical cruise, and we could easily go to Asia or Europe for way, way less. So it's going to have to be like a sponsored event or some kind of way where we can offset the prices. We can't just go to Alaska and then that's it. We can't just, tool around the ports. We have got to have, like we did with Europe, we've just got to have things to do. And
we want to see everything.
Yeah, and after doing the budget, we're like, oh man, it's like doing an Alaskan trip like in a regular inside cabin plus the excursions. They're like the price of the Haven. It was just we couldn't do it. So not yet. We're trying.
Will has a great question. Speaking of demographics, so you think there is a different demographic from Port Canaveral versus Miami, Fort Lauderdale? Most definitely.
Oh, for sure, because there are a lot of people who fly in and they do like a 4-3 or a 7-4 or a 7-7. So they'll come into Florida for the theme parks, and then they'll also go on a cruise. So you don't know where these people are from. It could be international, could be from all over the country.
With a lot more kids.
Yeah,
lot more kids.
Oh, for sure. Anything sailing out of Port Canaveral, yeah.
Yeah, Disney, of course, is going to be a lot of kids, but it's just a lot more kid heavy than there are. It's still Miami, Fort Lauderdale. I will say this. So summertime in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, heavy kids. On the other times, it's not as heavy. So you have less kids. There's still a lot of them, but there's not as many. In Orlando and Port Canaveral, it doesn't matter what time of year you're sailing, you're going to have kids packed to the house. So that's the only thing. It's the same with planes. Ride a plane in Orlando.
Any flight to Orlando
is with children. So and they're all full.
Our 9-hour flight from Europe back to Orlando was the lady got on and said, "Welcome to the Disney Express." We're like, great, yes. and she wasn't lying.
All right. Drinks package. We actually have a video of this coming out soon. So we're going to say this. We're going to keep this one short because we do have a video coming out about it. We would say both ways. It depends on what you're doing. Mm-hmm. If you are going to be in a port intensive situation where you're not going to be on the ship, just keep that in mind that you may not have that many drinks, but you may come back from ports and want to drink, a lot. So if that's what you do, if that's your thing, then go for it. We have found that for us, with doing so much off the ship, not on the ship, that the drinks package does not work for us. So we are choosing not to purchase it. We will buy things like on Royal Caribbean, the Soda Pass, which is definitely worth it in our opinion, because the soda machine has Powerade and lemonade. So when we're out in port and doing a lot of stuff, we have that ability to come back and have a Powerade, which is fantastic.
Well, I drink like 16 of these a day of water. This is just fruit punch in my water. And I drink like 16 of those a day. So the soda pass on the Royal Caribbean ships are awesome. On P&O, that would be my only other frustration, finding a place to get something to drink. And I don't mean alcohol. I mean just like a glass of water. That was a very difficult task.
We were very dehydrated on both P&O cruises. That is one thing that their cups. If you've been on a Carnival ship, the cups are the little plastic cups in the buffet. Yeah. They're smaller than that. Yeah. So take that and take a quarter of that away. It was and then of course with the service being not so great, it was like they were put out to bring you more drinks, and you're like, you just literally gave me 2 swallows of water, like another glass of water. We were very dehydrated. But on Royal Caribbean, having that drink pass is very nice. So speaking of that, Max, you asked drink packages. If you don't drink, how do you get the best deal for a non-soda drinker? So
But you want to drink alcohol? Is that it?
Or you drink just no soda?
If you could clarify, what is it that you're wanting to buy? Robert Vamper says, will my teen girls have fun on Symphony of the Seas, or should I do a Carnival? Oh, of course. Symphony is so much fun.
Both of them would be great.
They're both excellent choices. Symphony has zip line, flow rider, the abyss, an arcade, ice skating, laser tag. I mean, if a great pool. So if they're busy or if they're bored, no ship will satisfy. I honestly believe that they will have the best time ever on.
You cannot be bored you can't be bored on a Carnival ship or a Royal ship, but Royal I think has more stuff to do. Especially more stuff included.
Yeah, what Dominic said is true. You won't go wrong on either cruise line.
Yes, agree with that for both of those.
And thank you. Adam said he's going on a P&O Britannia cruise, and our vlogs, our Ventura vlogs helped. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you for watching. Great. Oh my gosh, these are the best questions ever.
They are.
So it was the trivia. Got everybody in the mood. Everybody in the mood. Tea. If you drink tea and water, then that's included. You don't have to
that's
pay
all included.
For that. That's already
now. If you want Dasani water or whatever, it's actually free from the machines as well, right? The water from the soda machines is free. Is it not?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. So yes, you can even go to the Coke machines and get free water.
So going places, you said that small cups is a Europe thing, like no ice. That makes sense.
It does. That makes total sense. Thanks. Going places. Yeah,
that makes.
You wouldn't find ice in Europe to save your life.
They do ask you, do you want ice? Yes. And they also don't do soda refills, which is a very American thing. We do soda refills, but but the cups were I was like, can I just have some more cups? I literally think I asked for.
It was also a super dry climate out there, and we're from a place where it's like 400% humidity,
yes.
And so when we get there, we're like, ugh. Actually, at the end of the Ventura vlogs, you can see my lips are split and cracked. I mean, it was like
really dehydrated.
It was like we were skiing for a week. It was wild.
We did ask I did get a little snippy at the last couple of days of Ventura, where I was like, can you just bring me 4 cups of water right now? Bring me, and they're like, 4? I'm like, 4.
Yeah.
Bring 4. And they're like,
thank you. Reviews with Douglas. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. You are awesome.
You are awesome.
Oh my gosh, so now our computers are working. Everybody's working.
Everything's moving.
Thank you so much. Reviews with Douglas. That is amazing.
You are awesome. Thank you.
I don't know how to turn this off.
Hit all the buttons.
There we go.
So we're looking at like it's about that time.
Oh yeah,
it's already been an hour. I can't believe that.
And Dominic, you're right. The fruit flavored water. So they have.
It's so great.
So we actually don't drink. We get the soda package on Royal Caribbean. We rarely drink soda with the Powerade and the fruit flavored water and the lemonade.
I love the lemonade.
That's pretty much what we drink there, and it is the best that we found. And I think it's really affordable. I think it's like $9 a person per day.
Yeah, I hear you. Jay Dazzler says that's why I've taken only NCL in Europe. If we ever sail Europe again, now it doesn't really matter what ship. I mean, I hope to go to like AIDA or something, but now it's just all the same. And so now you can go back and go, you know what you get on a Norwegian ship or whatever, just nonstop drinks. We just wanted a decidedly European or a more European experience versus just, hopping on a ship that we've been on before many times and touring around Europe.
Yes. And Stephanie, you're right. The soda package on Carnival is frustrating. We actually, because you have to go to
it's so
the
frustrating.
bar.
And the bartenders get a little frustrated by it as well.
They do. And it's, but I will say that we did the soda package on Horizon. It may have changed by now because we went on the Breeze. It was different. They actually gave us cans of soda, which
they weren't
was
pouring anything.
lovely.
They just handed you a can, like,
done. They gave you a can, and it was so nice and fast. And then on Breeze, they gave it all in glasses or cups. So it was a little bit more frustrating to get. That was kind of our last drinks package that we purchased because we actually lost money. We weren't able to get the most out of the drink pass because lines were long. Everybody was at the bar. so that kind of thing. So, yes, Vanessa, that is exactly
Oh, Vanessa,
what
that's
happened.
totally true.
For sure.
And then we got even more
Hands
dehydrated on the
down.
plane. They gave us like 2 drinks in 9 hours. It was like, come on,
It was
guys.
terrible.
Yeah.
We really just wanted some water. We just
We walked on the plane with a
bring us some
massive amount of water, but it didn't last the 9
Bring us some
hours. So.
water. All right, we're going to wrap this up because we are getting into our hour and we don't want to take any more of your time away.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
You all
you
are
so
awesome.
much.
Thank you to everyone for the super chats. Thank you for our VIPs for jumping in. Thank you for everyone participating in our trivia. It looks like Stephanie might bring that trivia back from now
Do
on.
that again. That was kind of fun. Science, you're asking what is the best Carnival ship? A lot of people put suggestions in here.
We prefer the Horizon.
We like the Vista class. There's so much to do, but we also love the Breeze class. I don't think you can go wrong on any Carnival ship for kids because they have a lot of activities going on. No matter, they've got the pools and the slides and then the kids clubs. So they definitely have everything. So no matter what ship you go on, whatever's in your area, it would be a great ship for kids.
One last question.
Yes.
It's a great question. Planning on doing a Disney cruise with my girlfriend and her son, sailing out of Galveston, Texas soon. Any tips? Are you going to Castaway? Is that part of the itinerary? I don't know. If it is, definitely do not miss out on Castaway. It's the greatest.
Snorkeling is
awesome. Any tips? Which ship? We've only done one. I would suggest just doing, if you like all the Disney IP, I suggest doing everything. Just immerse yourself in the Disney, I call it nonsense, but that's what it is. I used to work for Disney. It's just nonstop marketing and nonstop IP. Stephanie got attacked by a Marvel character on the stairwell. It was awesome.
If you want to do adult only, like adult area things at night, like go to the piano bar, I would suggest having early dinner if you can get it because everything closes down. So by the time late dinner was finished, everything was just winding down and didn't have time to go to all those activities. So if you want to do those, like put your kids in the kids club and then go enjoy the adult stuff, early dinner is the best. Then you have early dinner, late night. Oh my gosh, Stephanie!
Stephanie, thank you. You are awesome. Woo, thank you so much.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So cool.
Yeah.
He's going on the Disney Wonder, so that's pretty close to the magic. I think everything there is. I mean, I saw so much stuff for kids there. It was insane. More stuff for kids than there was adults, really. If you can sneak away with your loved one at night for just a minute, Keys is amazing, or whatever it's called there. I think it's called something slightly different, but they have an adult area that's insane, really well themed, really great drinks, really great service. So if you can sneak away to the adult pool or the adult bar once in the evenings or whatever,
nice.
After dinner,
Get a day pass to the spa is a nice way to relax, and they have like showers and lounger beds that you can lay on that are nice and warm. You get a day pass, which was fantastic. So.
And to answer Teresa, no, we're not cooking out today or tomorrow. We don't spend money, and this is how we're able to cruise. We literally have been eating the same box of spaghetti, I think, for the last 2 weeks.
We eat a lot of spaghetti.
Anything that can take 3 or 4 minutes to cook, heat, eat, and then go back to work. That's exactly what we do. So we love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for following along. We have so much coming out next week, so don't be surprised when you keep seeing that notification like, bloop, Sean and Steph have uploaded something.
Every day next week, there'll be a video.
But there are people in our chat room right now who've seen it all. You've got Robbie, you've got Justin. I'm sure there are other people in here I believe Allison. So yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for checking this out, for being a fan. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for everything. You all are just amazing humans. Thank you for letting us do this. It's just fun to do. And well, I got to get back to cutting a lot of videos. So
we have a lot of videos.
We got a lot of work to do. Is there a day 3?
Thank you so much, Sharon. Sharon C, Jamie.
We're gonna
travel safe.
Travel safe, and we'll be seeing you all very shortly.
This weekend. So we're excited for that. And everybody have a great week. Enjoy your long weekend. If you haven't, happy Memorial Day to everybody.
And if you're active or previous military, thank you for your service. That's awesome. Oh my goodness gracious, what is happening? Come on, computer, tell us what's going on. Is there another ghost in the machine?
Ghosts.
Oh no, ghosts.
Ghosts.
Oh.
I like the ghosts.
Oh, thanks. The ghosts seem to like it. All right, wow. So we love each and every one of you. Thank you so much, and we will catch up with you with all the content coming out this week, and then we'll see you again a week from today on Sundays with Sean and Steph.
Yes, and look for all of our videos this week. So thank you
so
guys.
Much.
It's been
Bye, everyone.
fantastic. I'm going to do all this right today.
All right, we'll see if you can hit the right button. Thanks to Tourist in the Camera. Thanks, Stephanie. Thanks, NYC Rocks. Thanks, Allison. Thanks, Kathy. Thanks, Dominic. Thanks, Teresa. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, Madison.
Bye. Thanks, Justin. Bye, Madison. Oh, look, she gave her another shout out. Well, what?
Bye, guys.
Bye.